his encouragement has meant so much to me in terms of where my life has gone, bringing those two worlds together, Western psychological understanding into the context of tantric practice. I would often go and ask him what to do with my life or whatever. He would often just go quite kind of quiet and would just say, "You trust your inner knowledge wisdom, dear." There was something very empowering about that. Rather than him giving me all the answers and explaining what I needed to do or whatever, he would say, "You trust your inner knowledge wisdom, dear." That's kind of what he did. Because of his slightly unorthodox approach to things, I think he really trusted what he knew he felt was appropriate. And he would always put this dear at the end of it, which is kind of very sweet. These are just phrases that really touch you, I think. He asked me to paint a tanka of Lama Tsongkhapa. I brought it down to Tashita and I took it to Lama Zopa, and he pointed to a couple of bits on it that maybe I should do differently. I then took it to Lama Yeshe and he looked at it and he said, "Good enough, dear." That phrase was like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be correct. It's like how you are, who you are is good enough, dear. I feel Lama was incredibly encouraging. I think Lama had a very natural recognition that as Westerners, we maybe needed other things. He was quite unorthodox in his view. I think he wanted us to find some sense of what works for us as Westerners. And I remember him saying at one point, maybe one day there'll be Italian Buddhism and there'll be English Buddhism and there'll be American Buddhism. And I think what he was getting at was that we have our own psychological upbringing, our own experience and our own background. And that's going to require slightly different elements of practice or elements of understanding.